Hi Aquarius, welcome in your monthly reading for the month of August. Let's see what is going on for you in this month, what kind of clarity we can bring on the situation you're in right now, or maybe some guidance, anything that can really help you in the situation. So let's see Aquarius for the month of August. What's going on for you, Aquarius, for the month of August? Okay, we love when the cards fall out on the floor, not. And the first card we got is the Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, so something to do with the action, Aquarius. Let's see the clarification for that. Aquarius for the month of August. And we have a Tower reversed. Okay, something from the past is keeping you away from acting on something certain in your life, something specific. Aquarius for the month of August. What else of an information can we get? Aquarius for the month of August. August for Aquarius. What's going on with you? Okay. And we have the Eight of Swords reversed. Okay, you seem to be very indecisive about where to move forward. It feels like maybe you have some certain decision to make, or generally in your life you just don't know what to do. You feel maybe stuck a little bit. There's certain action maybe you would like to make, but you don't know how to move forward with it, or if you should do it. As I said, probably decisions to make on the horizon. But definitely something that is stopping you is the past, something that happened in the past. Maybe physically something is stopping you from it, some kind of consequences, or maybe it's just maybe in your head you have certain blockages due to the past experiences. There's just something that is holding you on to this past. There's something about this past that is keeping you stuck right now without being able to move. Maybe you're attached to it, or what happened. Maybe some things are unfinished and maybe you don't know how to move forward with it. Let's see what's under the surface with that, Aquarius, for August. What's under the surface with that? What's going on? What's the reasoning behind the situation for Aquarius for August? Let's see. Aquarius for August. Okay. And we have a Two of Wands reversed. And we have the Nine of Cups reversed. Okay. It just feels like certain things are not coming together. It feels like things are not working out due to this past. It feels like you cannot really imagine your future at the moment. We have a Four of Wands, okay? It feels like there's no foundation for the future because you don't know how to imagine it due to the fact that certain things are unfinished. It feels like you're kind of stuck on the situation which weren't resolved, to the point where you don't know how to move forward because you don't know how the situation ended, if it's finished or if it's not, what's kind of the outcome of it, and kind of keeps you stuck in the moment where you don't know how to move forward, or if you should in the first place. You just cannot imagine at the moment your future because everything is kind of uncertain. So because of it, because of this past, because of this thing that happened in the past, or something happened, things were left basically unfinished or without a very certain specific outcome. You just don't know how to have a basis for your future or how to move forward. You see, you cannot really imagine, you cannot really decide for the future, not knowing how the things ended from the past. It's just like a spiral of being stuck on the past and not being able to move forward because basically you don't know how it ended or what came out of it, So you're kind of stuck. You don't know if you should move forward or not. It's kind of like, when you kind of have a fight with your partner, like very bad one, and you don't know if you're still together or not, so you don't know how to move forward in your life, and there's just silence, So you don't know what's going on actually. Let's see some truth, something that the Aquarius should know in the month of August. Something that Aquarius should know to move forward in August. What does Aquarius needs to know in August? What's the truth about the situation that Aquarius needs to know in August? Oh my god, I will not reach it. Okay, and the card you got is the Knight of Wands. What does those Aquarius needs to know in the August? Aquarius in the August. Okay, and we have the World and we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So basically, the truth you need to know in August, Aquarius, is basically how to move forward. You have to know kind of, more like you have to feel whole as yourself regardless of the situation that happened. You have to kind of know your place right now in the world, no matter of what happened and what do you know or not know. Like you have to have kind of this basis for your life, which is yourself. Like you cannot be conditioned by the situation that happened in the past, because you might not know what is gonna happen with this thing even for next weeks or months. And are you gonna do? Are you just gonna be keep stuck on this situation, or are you gonna move forward with your life regardless of it? You know what I mean? Like the basis of it cannot be this thing that happened in the past and the knowledge about it. The basis for the future and your life should be you and what you want to do with your life. So the way to move forward in this month, Aquarius, is to basically be dependent only on yourself at the moment, and you don't need to know the outcome of the situation to move forward with yourself and what do you want to do at the moment, you know. So if there's any certain uncertainty, you don't have to move forward having to know what happens about the situation. For example, it's hard to explain, so I would just use an example. So if you were again, for example, in the fight with your partner, you don't know if you're still together or not and how to move forward. You just move forward without knowing, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to look for a new partner, or you don't have to know if you're still together with them. Just move forward with your life, with your goals, with whatever you're doing at the moment, and forget about it for now unless the solution will come, you know. Or with this Knight of Wands, maybe it's important that you will take an action to actually resolve this and get your answers, you know, because I feel like there's a certain blockage about it that kind of keeps you from moving forward also in the situation and getting know what happened. For example, again, if you're in the fight with your partner, maybe you don't feel like coming forward and asking them, but maybe it's also time to move forward and actually ask them and come out of this zone of not talking and actually come up, talk about it and ask about it, take an action, you know, where both sides come together and you talk about it, you know. I feel like you're kind of blocking yourself from cooperating with them. With this Two of Swords, it's like a clear indication that you're kind of not cooperating with what's happening, you know. Maybe there's out of distance, maybe there's out of blindness, maybe you don't want to see what's going on in the situation in the first place. But what is important right now, Aquarius, is that you come forward and you be able to resolve the situation yourself as well. Don't be codependent on the other side. For example, if it's about a relationship, don't be codependent on the other side to come up to you and explain everything and everything to happen this way, where you don't have to come up and do something about it as well. So it's important that there will be both-sided action, you know, like don't wait for an outcome, don't be passive, but actually come up and act on it. Because there's this thing with Ace of Wands reverse where you block yourself from acting, where there's passive energy, and it's just important for you to come up and actually do something about it, actually put action towards resolving anything if there's something from the past and in the future. But generally, don't try to be stuck on what happened, because I feel like it's blocking you from moving forward the way you would want to. There's no hanged man, so I wouldn't say that you're generally like particularly stuck right now in that sense that you don't move forward. It just feels like you're very limited at the moment. And that there's something from the past that you really hung up on, which is kind of keeping you away from making decisions for your present moment. And there's might be a lot of overthinking. I feel like there's too much being in the head rather than acting on it, you know. So when something bothers you, when you have worry, when you overthink, it's better to come up and actually ask and bring clarity to the situation rather than try to constantly overthink it and try to see the truth through overthinking, because it will never happen this way. We have a page of Pentacles. So Aquarius, if there's something you want to work on this month, any personal projects, this is a good time to actually take a step and do it. And yeah, let's see, maybe I will give you also some spiritual message. I feel like you might need it, Aquarius, in the month of August. So let's see what's a message for Aquarius in the month of August. So we have the Empress, and this card signifies being able to begin and end new cycles of life and accepting them. So Aquarius, if there's something you hung up from the past, maybe you have to accept the cycles end or cycles begin. Whatever it is, just accept the progress that is happening in your life and how it is going. Don't hang up or don't hold on to the past and the past cycles that ended at the moment, and try to move forward with a fresh new starts. Also, this is the card of creation in a sense, so make sure that you will focus on creating yourself and your future for yourself at the moment, okay? Maybe there's some need for manifesting, for affirming your future, and being able to know where you are going and decide about your path in your life. This is very important, that you will be able to imagine your life in the future and be able to go for it, regardless of the situation from the past and what is keeping you stuck on it, okay? So that's all I would have for you. Let's wrap it up with one card or oracle for you, Aquarius. Let's see, Aquarius, what's up with you in the month of August. And we have a change. Yeah, I feel like there's certain holding on to changes. There's certain holding on to the things that maybe ended in the past and you're still hanged up on them, or maybe you're still unsure of those changes that are coming, and I feel like you have to kind of get over it, get over those changes that occurred or that are you are kind of maybe avoiding or keeping on hold, or maybe you're overthinking it and not going with it. But let me read you the meaning of this card as I do for every zodiac sign. Okay. The presence of a dove overhead suggests peace is more likely to prevail if choices made are born out of love and respect. Discrimination, intuition, and common sense play a vital role in... wait a minute. Yeah, I'm reading the wrong card. I was like, what? Sorry for that. Once again. Change. Like the falling leaves and twilight sky depicted, a cycle has reached its natural conclusion. Nature reveals that the only constant in life is change itself. By wisely accepting and embracing change, you allow the old to gracefully pass in order to make way for new growth. If change is needed, you can delight in the adventure of new phase, but if you cling too tightly to the past, I lost my track. But if you cling too tightly to the past and carry attachments that no longer serve your highest good, tests might arise. Change always comes bringing new gifts, but they might or might not be what you imagined. At times, we are not powerless to affect change, as it is the very nature of life itself. Faith is part of a ballast that stabilizes us against unpredictable twists and turns in life, and helps us to adapt to unforeseen challenges. You are always free to choose how best to handle change, but by seeking out the relevant wisdom it brings, you venture toward joyously with hope in your heart and a spring in your stride. Yes, so that was pretty much wrapping it up indeed. That's amazing how really this oracle really wraps up the whole reading and basically all that I said. But yeah, basically, if you cannot really get over a certain change in your life at the moment, it's just best to accept it at this time. As I said, with this Empress, it's important that you will accept the cycles of life and what's going on and the new things that are coming with it, and basically act on the future rather than on the past. Either way, I hope it helps you, Aquarius. I hope it brought you some clarity about the situation. So I thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see my next video. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for watching. See you.